Y'all see these? All right. So I'm at my storage unit, right? And I had this crazy idea. I was like, you know something? I can. I came out here to my storage to do something, and I was like, you know something? When I was driving through, I realized when people get done with the outside storage, they leave it unrolled. I was like, you know something? I can go use those at night. But what was crazy is when I got my storage, they charged me for a key. I think it's optional. No, they charged me for a lock and key. I think it's optional, but I didn't already pay for it. The other one I got for free. And I don't think they realize them giving me this lock back, I can use these on any storage unit. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking everything out of the van. I'm gonna do my floors and redo my bed. And I'm gonna see if this lock works. So hold on, let me see. So it didn't work because they jammed the the door. So yeah, and they left it dirty. So yeah, they jammed the door. So they jammed the door, so I couldn't do the lock thing, which is cool. So now I went and got my drill because I'm about to do something with my bed, do this floor, um, do my something with my bed, do this floor, and yeah. So let me do this little clean out. I got my bed right here, and a lot of my stuff is right here. All right, let me get this done before the sun go down because after this I'm taking me a shower. I want to chill. I'm so close to the freaking thing. Sorry, my bad. All right. I don't know if you guys can see me or not, but I'm backed up against a wall at the mechanic shop. You can't see me at all. I'm trying to get my head in the window, but all right. So, so I'm redoing my window because last night I could feel the cold air pouring into the window. So I'm gonna cover it, and then I'm gonna put the reflectives that I have on it. I felt that air like it was pouring in, like somebody had like a 10-gallon bucket just pouring water on me. I felt the air. So I was like, okay, let me work on the window. I'm trying to debate, just a little update, on if I want to put the legs back on my bed, but turn them a different way so my bed is taller, but my head is going to drag on the ceiling. Or I'm going to get rid of the bed altogether and just sleep on the floor. Don't know yet. I put the mats down on the floor like you saw earlier. Well, I'm going to take them up because I have to still have access to the storage under the floor. I didn't think about that. I was going to cut the mats, but these mats are in really good condition, so I'm going to wait and I'm going to just go to the thrift store and find me some $1, $2 rug. So it's nothing major. That's easy. I'm planning on rearranging in here. The stuff I want to actually got in storage. It's crazy. But I'm moving my car from the storage facility. I've already paid for another spot where my stuff is because the people kept uncovering my car. So I go down there, the battery, not the battery, the one of my tires is low and the check engine light is on. So, oh, by the way, happy Thanksgiving. So I moved the cover off of the car, and in the morning or after work tomorrow at 1 o'clock, I'm going to call the police, do a report, and then I'm going to remove my car off of their property. Yeah, storage issues again. It's ridiculous. It really is. I'm going to try to record and get some footage just in case I do go to court, but it's crazy to me. So I have to find out why that light is on. The light wasn't on when I parked the car. So I don't know what they did. And then I went and did the reviews. Like I read the reviews. They were nice when I first saw them, but then I started seeing reviews about how people cars were being tampered with. So yeah, I'll go back to work tomorrow. We get off at 1, and then we'll go back to my other job, my part-time job, Sunday. We work for 2 weeks, and then we don't go back till after the new year. So that messes with my check really bad. Um, trying to find me a part-time job that's still paid what I get paid, but still gets some better hours. But I'm also ready to do something else. I might talk about it in another video, but yeah. But anyway, happy Thanksgiving. That's what I came on to tell you. And I'm still trying to. And yeah. So, and my coverings, it's the cardboard, not the cardboard. The poster board thing. That's it. My other ones started falling because I didn't really complete the bottom of them, and then one of them started getting weak because I touched it a lot. This window covering thing will make you crazy. But anyway, do what you can do. All right, guys. Chit chat with you later. All right, guys. So I don't know what is happening to me. I don't know if it's stress. I don't know what it is. I was sleeping last night and jumped up, and I had to get out of the van. Like I had to physically get out of the van because I got claustrophobic really bad. And so I finally calmed myself down. Like I went and sat up front. I don't know for how long. Now mind you, it's cold. Like I mean, it's cold, cold. It's really really cold. So finally, I got tired, and then I got from the front, came into the back, and finally went to sleep like early, right? So it's like my mind is playing tricks on me. So today, which is tonight, got in, tried to lay a certain way, and I was okay. And then it's like I don't know. It's something's I don't know what I can't explain. I don't know, but mentally something's happening, to where I can't be in this small spot, this small space, and it's messing with me. And I'm like, okay, what are you gonna do? Because right now, the money I have set aside is to pay off a bill, and then this job is a contract, and I haven't been offered it or know if I have a secure job, but I don't think I can stay in this van much longer. Like it's just the small space is now bothering me, and I don't know what happened or why it came out of the blue. I was gonna kind of back away from getting a place because I didn't know what was going on with my health. I was gonna wait and try to push through, but y'all, I don't know. Like I'm trying everything within me to kind of like just push through and just whatever, never. But I don't know what's wrong, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know if it's just stress or my mind playing tricks with me, or I just got something else going on. But when I tell you I had to get the van, like I shot to that door so quick, hit the lock, and stood outside, and I was like, oh, you know, I just, I don't know, I just, and I ain't like I said, I wouldn't know nothing. Not this is not next month, but the following month, I would know. I hate to have my name on a contract and don't have a secure job. But I this van thing, I don't think I can make it. I really don't. I don't know what else to do. Um, I don't know if I need to just get rid of my big dress and get the smaller dresser and like just don't have so much stuff in here or what the case is. That's why I said I wanted a bigger van, but yeah, claustrophobia is starting to get me, and it's like I'm so sleepy right now. It is. What time it is? 10:53. I would like to go to sleep and enjoy some sleep, but I'm sitting here with the I don't know if you can see. So I have my covering down for the covering that divides the front from the back. I have that down. So I purposely turned the van where the back is up against the building so I could see the light. But I don't know. I'm gonna sit here and kind of like kind of rest my mind. Yeah. uh, this has been an epic fail. This has been an epic fail. So yeah, I don't know what's next. I really don't, y'all. Like I'm like mentally and physically almost drained. I got so much stuff in my mind. So much stuff. Dang, I don't know what to do. Okay, so I'm in the process of redoing my van. So just a little quick recap. I have my holes in the floor where I can store my chair, my chair, the chairs, but they're all gone. I do them all out because they were no good. Well, some of them anyway. So in the back, I had like pots and pans and stuff, But I hadn't really been digging in there, so I pulled out a few that I really want to use or may use. The rest of the stuff will go in storage. I got access to the storage, so I'll just get it whenever I need it. So what I'm putting back in that floor is like my jack, if my tire was to blow out, God forbid. The thing, my jumper cables, stuff like that is going back there. That's all it's going to be back there. Up front, where I have my jack, I'm going to put it to the back now. I'm going to just have access to one of the doors where it's just going to be like, what do I have down here? Spoons, plate, glove, stuff like that, tissue, whatever. That's what I'm going to have access to. Anything outside of that I'm not using, like the sponges and stuff, I'm going to pull it out. So I'll have access to the front. So I have this dresser thing right here, right? I want to put it to the back because the back freaks me out at night. I realize that the back looks like a deep, dark hole because there's no light. And then, of course, I have something heavy on me, so it makes me feel like someone's holding me down, trapping me. It's too cold to be feeling like someone's trapping me. And I have these weighted blankets. These jokers are heavy. So, what I'm going to do is I have another drawer thing in my storage I didn't get rid of, so I'm going to bring it back in here, put it next to the bed, get this big thing out, and then my bed kind of scooted up toward the back because I have this tire that flops around. I don't know if you can see it. Where's that tire at? It flops around. So I'm going to just put the drawer by the head of the bed, push the bed up against the door a little bit, and let the tire just sit on the floor. I guess hopefully I have enough space for it to just sit on the floor. I'll just put stuff on it, whatever the case may be. Hell, turn it into a table. I don't know. And then my bed, I'm going to go ahead and raise it because I need that under bed storage. And this time, it was like this. I'm going to do it like this. So it's going to be taller. I'm going to be hitting the top. But I have to think of something because this is the situation. I wouldn't know until not this month, but toward the end of next month, if I'm going to stay and go. They have 90 days. They can cut it at any time. If I jump ship and get a place to spend this money and I have nothing covered, I'm in a bad spot. So I'm going to try to arrange the van so I can mentally be comfortable in it for this month and next month. That's what I'm trying to do. Still put money aside. What else? And my night job is easy money. I'm going to have to let it go. So we're out. We work for 2 weeks. And then we're out for 2 weeks for the holiday. And then we work until May and we don't come back to August. That's a big gap. So I need to go ahead and try to find something, making the same amount, same hours, and I don't have to worry about nobody cut my hours and go from there. And then while I'm working on that, the day job situation, I'm trying to debate if I should just go ahead and look just in case they don't keep me, but the money's good, or just sit tight and see what they say. I really don't want to sit tight and see what they say because I need to get up out of here. But for the most part, it's leaning toward kind of like what they're planning to do and what people are saying. I'm going to stay. But this company have a lot of contractors. Now, this is the scary part. So they did a restructure. They let go a lot of people. A lot of the people that was gone, and you could tell by the roster, whatever, it looks like me. They have a sprinkle of us in there. So do what you do. So I don't want to put my guards up at all. In that branch, they had a mixture, the branch where I'm at, of races. Cool. And they cut a lot of them out. Some of them kind of knew and was moonwalking about the door. And then there was some people who saw the problem that didn't like me and was like, we're not, you know. So the two girls that was left in there are my skin color. And they told them, and they've been there since the branch opened. They've been there for 4 years or almost 4 years. They were hired, I think, like a month apart or a few weeks apart. And said, hey, you know what? Pick one of us, we're here. It would make sense regardless of their color because they've been in that location the longest and they know the people and everything, right? No. They're upset because they brought in another person that don't look like them. I don't want to get in the middle of nothing. This is just the way of the world. This is where it is with whatever company you work with. It is what it is. I just want to work and make the money and get banking back in to my back pocket freshly. So the lady starts Monday. What's today? Today's Saturday. So the lady starts Monday. I'm just gonna learn, take notes, write down notes, have cheat sheets. So if they don't keep me, I go to another bank. I have notes so everything is still fresh. I don't know what's gonna go down. But the bad thing is one of the girls in there, she's that type of person. She say one thing and do another. Wants to be the manager, want to be like, well, she does this thing where she, good morning, and then she want to ask you millions of questions. She's the type of person who want to talk with you and want to be the manager's pet. I'm gonna have to stop her already. When I tell y'all, I'm so sick of working at places where I see this. I see this with both races, females. I'm over it. Like, chill out, leave me alone. But anyway, I'm gonna push through and just gonna have to tell her nicely, hey, I got this, I can speak for myself. And if she can't catch the hint after me telling her a certain amount of times, then I'll be like, listen, sit your ass down. Okay. And you could tell, I asked, I said, you got a boyfriend, Krista? She said, no, I can tell. She needs somebody to talk to or play with, because I'm not the one. And it's bad because every job I go on, I can sense BS. That's why I have this strong feeling, and I'll tell you about it soon. But once I get my foot in the door, I'm gonna definitely have two jobs in this process, and I may hopefully try to find one where I'm working from home. So if I can find two night jobs working from home, that'll be amazing. Anyway, so yeah, I have to push through until I see what happens, and I talk about getting a place. So today I'm trying to make the van livable, and I'm hoping that I can push through. It's cold as a mug. Let me tell y'all something. I don't like the heat. I don't like summertime, but this is the first time in my life I was like, I just need just a little bit of heat. Just a little teensy bit to it. When I tell y'all it is cold, and I got the insulation, I got the roll that I had, I have it. I just got to put it on the back window and on the side windows. But baby, that window pours through that back door, a lot of it. So that's all I'm doing right now. So I low key don't want to do van life because it's not really helping me except save money to pay rent. But because I'm so stressed about credit, the job, the fan, the car, the storage, mentally is doing something because all of a sudden I've been claustrophobic, but all of a sudden I'm freaking up out of my van. I've been in this van for what is past 90 days now, and I'm starting to freak out. So mental stress causes other stuff. I don't care what nobody's saying. It is with me anyway. So that's why I'm undecisive and all over the world. I mean, all over the place. So I'm going to try to make it as comfortable as possible as I can. I did take the black poster board. You can see the little where the light's coming in at, and put it back there. It is sitting down in the whatchamacallit. I'll probably take the sides around and just do like that. But blacking this van out freaks me out. At night, my little net piece right here, I have to drop it. I have to see natural light. I have to see stuff. I have to look up and see a stoplight or something. Like it, y'all, it freaks me out so bad. And I have to yell at myself. I'm like, hey, you're in a van. It's okay. You're all right. That's what I have to do to myself. And I screamed so loud one time, I scared the crap out of my own self. Like I have to let myself know this is a mind game. You're okay. You're gonna be fine. So I'm gonna rearrange it and see. I got these rubber mats on the floor, and this wasn't a good idea. These rubber mats are for bigger vans, so I'm gonna leave the middle part, but the other two where I have to maybe access or do whatever, I'm gonna go to the thrift store and buy some rugs. You know, I could find two nice little rugs for like $2 each, nothing major. But yeah, that's it. Just mentally, this is what's going on with me with everything. Um, I parked my car in storage, and the people kept snatching the cover off. And I'm gonna do a story time about that. I recorded it on the wrong phone. The police officer, Alec, he didn't want to do the report. The people are messing with my car. So my car, this is a whole different storage facility. My car is now where my place is. Well, my car is now where my stuff is. So when I go to the storage, I can drive around, see my car, and then swing back around and get to my storage. So yeah, and the police officer, I'll do the story time and show y'all the video on my phone where I'm talking to the officer about what happened. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so that's what's going on with me. I know I keep saying I don't know if I'm gonna record again. I keep telling myself to do it to kind of help me, because when I'm talking and recording, like I get a better. I start thinking about stuff. My mind start, I'm like, okay, I can do this while I'm talking to you guys or whatever the case may be. But anyway, so yeah, I just saw a video where this guy, he's using his apartment. There's a lady using it in her van, but her van is much bigger, and it's like they're using this thing. It's like the can heat. You know how when you are throwing a party and you have the little metal thing and you have like the little can, it's like a little can, like a tuna can, where you light it up and it has heat, the sternals or whatever, and then you put a pan on and you cook. Well, it's those little can heat and this little thing that has a little fan that gives off heat, but it also gives off carbon monoxide. I have a detector and I have a smoke detector slash carbon whatever. I just said it in my, I have a thing, it's sitting right next to me. It flashes all the time. So I know it's still good. And then I have a fire extinguisher. I wanted to get one of the can heats, but they were like, you have to have it ventilated in here. So if I let a window down, how do I know if it's down enough for me to make sure I have ventilation? And how do I hold in heat to keep me warm if it's going out the window? So I don't think that's a good idea. But yeah, that's it. That's all that's going on with me right now. And I got so many videos. Well, you've probably seen all of them by the time you get to this. But yeah, just didn't turn out like I wanted to turn out. But we'll see. But I know for sure with this job, if what I've been thinking is true. And I'll elaborate more on that another time. Okay, I'm about to go. And if I ever do a video where I've already said this previously and I'm saying it again, just know my mind is like this with a million things on it. All right, so it's already been a few minutes, so let me get off of here. Anything else? Nope, that's about it. All right, I'll chit chat with you guys later. Bye. All right, so I'm sitting in the laundromat parking lot. It's 7:30. So this will help kind of calm my nerves instead of going to sit to that spot for hours and not being able to see nothing. And I need to charge my power station. I tend to be lazy and procrastinate on stuff, and I need to quit that mess. But I have a plug in here. It takes less than an hour for me to charge it, so I'm waiting for these people to kind of leave out. Last watch is at 9 or 9:30 or whatever. So once they leave out, I'll go ahead and plug up my phone, plug up my power station, and then plug my phone to the power station for about an hour and put my stuff on and make it look like it's somebody there and sit in the basket. So I'll do that. But anyway, okay, so I got the smaller drawer next to the bed. And I went ahead and got rid of stuff I hadn't been using and most likely wouldn't use. So the floor in the back holds my backpack, my jumper cable stuff, and my jack for the van. That's all that's back there in my bag. Up front is plates, bowls, cups, gloves, tissue, wipes, and my little like pots and pans and stuff. So my door lifts up like this. So what I'm gonna do is change the direction of the door that opens up. So when I slide the door open, I can just lift it up. So I'm gonna change the direction that my trap door opens tomorrow. And what else? And I've already started putting stuff under the bed because I do have access to it. The tire has not moved, so I'm not gonna bother that tire. I'm gonna let it sit. But if it starts falling, I'll go ahead and lay it on the floor and put stuff on it. So tonight, and then I have a bag of clothes, which I'm gonna go through because there's stuff in there I don't need to have in here. So I'm stuff that I had in here I've never used or probably won't use. It gave space for something else, and is lessening the things I have in the van. Maybe that'll help me mentally. But today I went to, then I had bought a bigger, I don't know what it is. It's a comforter, but it's a topper all at one, and I bought that and made my bed thicker. And once I put everything back together and put the feet on the bed, the claustrophobia hit me. And like, I guess I was too close to the ceiling. Now, this is crazy, but when you are stressed out, stuff started happening mentally. The mind is very powerful. The mind is extremely powerful. So I took that out and gave it to somebody who was parked in the storage at the storage facility. I don't know if she wanted or not. I thought they were homeless. She may not have been homeless, but I don't care what she did with it. So I have my bed. Like I have the bed, the board part, and then I have the cushion. Oh, you guys can't really see me. I have the bed, and then I have the cushion. So I mean, all I did was I pushed the cushion up. So now the cushion looks like it's a chair. So I have it up against the back door. So, and then that leaves some wood exposed. So I guess if I get into a freak out mode, I can kind of sit on it at the end, buy some stuff. So yeah, I just downsized, got rid of some stuff, made it look a little bigger. I don't know how people do it. Like in cars, I don't understand. In these type of vans, I kind of get it. You start where you can. People are now advancing to bigger and bigger vehicles. This was never a lifelong thing, but if it push come to shove, I'll trade in both my vehicles, my van and my car, and get a van and just let it be what it is. But at least I have space. I don't think I would freak out too bad. But I see a lot of little church buses for sale and stuff like that. But anyway, so yeah, it's bad because when it get dark, I'm like, my sleep is bad off. Like I took 3 of the sleep gummies. My mind is so like this claustrophobia thing is getting to me. I can't even sleep. I didn't start dozing off till like a little after 1, and I watched the television. I was watching my television. I was watching my phone. So I'm gonna have to keep my power station powered up. So I'll be able to watch. I still have my little backup blocks back there, and those are for extreme emergencies. So yeah. I freaked out. So I'll see how it is in the morning. I don't know if I record, I'll just put it up here. And that'll be the result of what happened. But I'm hoping I don't freak out. But like I said, I just the big bulky stuff inside there. It's just too much. So we'll see what the outcome is. So yeah, I bought some food from a place called Kava. It's like a Chipotle, except it's just 10 times better. And some of the rice that was to the bottom was hard and got into it. But anyway, I did have that. And I had something to drink, a little beverage. And normally that relaxes me. I'm so wound up and not worried, but like thinking about what's going on and stuff. Like I can't even, and then tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to church in the morning, but I go back to work to my part-time job. We're going to be open for 2 weeks, and then we're going to shut down for another 2 weeks, and then we're back open again. So, yeah, that's that. Nothing else is going on. I'm sorry to be repeating the same thing, but I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so let me go ahead and get these videos scheduled for the next 4 weeks and kind of go from there. Hopefully I get my power station and my phone completely charged before I go to sleep. I normally go to bed by 10:30. So my goal is 11 o'clock. I'll go over there and park and sit. So I'll chit chat with you guys another time later. All right, so listen to me right quick. Nothing to see. So I figured it out. So where I park is behind the building, and there's not a lot of light. It's really dark, especially after I blacked out my back windows, and I got my other 2 windows blacked out again, right? Because I've been taking them down or to wore out the window cover. But I also can't see anything. Like I can see I'm at a mechanic shop, so I can see like through the glass bay doors on the other side, and I can see the cars go by. But for some reason, me sitting in this dark black hole to be away from everybody so they can't see me, I don't know what it is. It for some reason it freaked me out. I've never been out. Well, hold on, claustrophobia in small places, but like this, no. So last night I parked toward the front. I kind of just sat for a little bit, and I jumped in the back. And as soon as I jumped in the back, I got in the back and fell asleep. So I guess I'm not gonna say it's the noise. It's just activity or something. I don't know. So now I know where I park. It has to be some type of activity where I just fit in, but I guess I can hear and see I don't know. It's hard to explain. Slept like a baby. So once I wake up, especially on the weekends when they're not here, I can just go ahead and come back and park in the spot. That is weird to me. I guess because I'm physically in a vehicle and not actually in a house. That's what I'm trying to take it as. All right, so write this out for this month and next month. and kind of see where my money is and kind of see how things are. Because then I'll know for sure about the job, and if not, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. But anyway, so I've already started looking for another evening job. The one I applied for, where the money is what I'm looking for, but you don't have to have experience. They close at 8 and then sometime 9. So, and I get off at 5, and it's not too far from the full time job. I don't know. We'll see. All right. At my power station, my Wi-Fi box, and my heater. I need to get a bigger power station with more power, but we're gonna see what happens in a few months. I thought you could see. I did do a little changing, but it's junky right now because I got rid of some stuff and now I'm about to clean it up and get it out of here. But this is the I can't. When it gets brighter, I'll show you guys.